Hello friends, welcome to Suresh Aggarwal's Mathematics Shortcuts. Square roots are a little scary, right? That's what most of the students think. But if you are aware of the basic, you may call them tricks to crack these square roots and master those operations on square roots, then it is not going to scare you anymore. And that is the intention with which we are putting up all these videos based on square roots. The chapter which currently we are doing or videographing is the chapter number 4 of our ebook of short tricks, which is entitled Simplify the Squares, the Cubes and the Square Roots and the Cube Roots. So we already have done squares, we have done cubes, we are into the square roots, and I'll show you how so many wonderful tricks you can master and feel comfortable with this amazing topic. What is the title of the video for this particular session? We have square roots of irrational numbers. See, we are talking of about a square root and that too of irrational numbers. So what does the problem look like? The problem already has a square root and we want to find the square root of that question. Looks amazing, right? So watch the complete video. You are going to learn a very important topic and have a very good dose of knowledge. So friends, before I take up the concept of the trick, I should tell you about the ebook of short tricks. This is one of those things which every student should have, and they should refer to it periodically so that they can develop 10 times faster speed of calculations and obviously develop those tendencies which are required to crack the competitive exams when they enter into the professional world. So friends, how to get a copy of that ebook of short tricks containing 350 short tricks and around 24 different chapters? Just send me a message on WhatsApp. This is the WhatsApp number 9896369963. All these details written here are contained in the description of this video below as well. So friends, square root of square root numbers. Let's see the concept in hand. Now for understanding the concept, suppose I take irrational number, maybe let's take 2 plus root 7, right? Now when I find the square of this 2 plus root 7, this will become, obviously I have to apply the identity, a square plus, I'll write b square first, so b square plus 2ab. And so this actually becomes 4 plus, this is 7 plus 4 root 7, and therefore this is 11 plus 4 root 7. Now if somebody asks you, how do you find the square root of this number, the irrational number 11 plus 4 root 7, then the reverse process is going to be very difficult. Squaring an irrational number is easier because you can use the identity a plus b whole square or a minus b whole square. But finding the square root of irrational numbers will be a challenge. Now you got to follow the reverse process. And these are the nature of questions which we are going to take up in this video, and I'll show you how smartness can solve these problems. And very common concepts for the quant exams at professional level. So what do you do here? See, 11 plus 4 root 7. I need to convert this into a whole square because I need to get rid of this square root. So to convert that into a whole square, I should break these two terms 11 and 4 root 7, and 4 root 7 you have to separate out the 2 first because this term is the term which is 2ab. Okay, so 2. And if I extract the 2 out of 4 root 7, it will become 2 root 7, 2 and root 7. Now if you see 2 square is 4 and root 7 square is 7, and 4 plus 7 is number 11 here. So these two brackets which you have obtained will become the square terms, that is 2 square plus root 7 square, and therefore this entire thing gets converted to 2 plus root 7 whole square. So the square root and the square, I can say cancel out, but it is not exactly cancelling out. Okay, so the answer for the question will be 2 plus root 7. Now this is smartness. How do you break the term containing the irrational term, and then convert the problem into a whole square problem so that the square root is removed. So this is the concept used in the trick, and let's see some of the questions in hand now. So here in the first question, you can see it is 12 plus 6 root 3. Now what happens to 6 root 3? If I break 6 root 3 by extracting a 2, I have 3 root 3. So 3 and a root 3. This is 6 root 3. 3 square is 9. Root 3 square is 3. 9 plus 3 is 12. And so in the beginning, I'll have to write 3 square and root 3 square. And therefore, this actually resembles a square plus b square plus 2ab, which is a plus b whole square. So within the square root, I will have a plus b whole square. A is 3 and b is root 3. So 3 plus root 3 whole square, and therefore the square root cancels the square, and your answer for the question will be 3 plus root 3. Now sounds easy, you know, because you know the concept now and you already have done 1 or 2 questions now. So we can now quicken up and we can speed up and skip some steps probably to get to the answer more quickly. So let's see the second problem. 17 plus 12 root 2. Now if I see 12 root 2 here can be broken down as 2 times 6 root 2. Now that 6 root 2 is actually 3 times 2 root 2, and that is the only way I can break it, because 6 is 3 into 2 and or 2 into 3. And why did I write it like this? 3 square is 9 and 2 root 2 square is 8. So 9 plus 8, 17. See, we have a 17 here. So in the beginning, I'll have that 3 square and then 2 root 2 square, and then finally the plus here, which gives me 3 plus 2 root 2 whole square as the factorization of the irrational number inside the square root here. And therefore, your answer for the question will be square root of this 3 plus 2 root 2 whole square, which is just 3 plus 2 root 2. And that gives me my answer for the question. See, now the things are taking shape. Here you can see 20 plus 8 root 6. Now when I see 20 plus 8 root 6, I can actually break down 8 root 6 as 2 times 4 root 6. And 4 root 6, again 4 root 6. 4 is 2 times 2 and root 6 is root 3 times root 2. So I can combine it like this: 2 root 3 and 2 root 2. 2 root 3, 2 root 2. Now this will surely give me 4 root 6, because 2 root 2 and 2 root 3 is 4 root 6, and then this 2 combines to give 8 root 6. Now this is a and this is b, so probably in the square root you will have 2 root 3 plus 2 root 2 whole square. Now mind you, you can have a minus sign here, so this will become a minus b whole square. I am taking all the examples in which there are negative signs, positive signs, but negative sign, it doesn't make any difference to the method. Okay, so the answer for the question will be 2 root 3 plus 2 root 2 whole square, and actually this whole square vanishes, so no need of whole square here, and you can extract the 2 out and you will have root 3 plus root 2 in the bracket to give you the final square root of that particular number. Now here this term 2 root 3 plus 2 root 2 whole square actually forms the number inside the square root, right? Because it is a whole square. So that is why the square root is vanishing. Likewise here 24 root 3 is 2 times 12 root 3. And 12 root 3 I can again break it down as maybe 3 into 4, 12. So 3 and 4, 12, and then a root 3. Let me check whether I am getting a 57 or not. Now 3 square is 9. 4 root 3 square is 16. 3s are 48. When I add them, I get a 57. See? And that's why your terms 3 and 4 root 3 will give you the terms inside the square here. This is 3. So let's make the correction. This is 3 and 4 root 3. whole square, and so it comes out of the square root and becomes 3 plus 4 root 3, which is the final answer for this particular question. See how quickly we are solving it now, because you know the basics and you have solved some questions. So you need to make 30-40 such questions yourself. What you can do is, like, how to frame the questions, that is also important. So take anything, like suppose you take 8, then you take minus 2 root 3, okay, and you just square this, you will get another irrational number, and for that you have to find the square root. So you can make questions also yourself. When you create 30 such questions, obviously you will not be remembering which final answer you took to create the question. Fine, students. So that is the way we become smarter. And if you're liking all these videos, do share it with your friends and subscribe our YouTube channel Suresh Aggarwal's Mathematics Shortcuts, and click the bell shaped icon for getting all the notifications of future uploads on the channel. Practice this method and let me know in the comment box below, did it work for you? All the best.